seriously injuring both of them and necessitating a halt to the test.
You're injured because you just got pushed? Bruh, we got some pansies in the Foundation for real, for real. Y'all need to act right. You're going to be doing all these foul-ass testing, and then you're going to get injured on the job when she pushes you. You literally fall on your ass cheeks. Like, don't cap, man. Oh my goodness, bro.
Later, in the void.
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Savvy, and welcome back to The Savvy Show. In today's episode, surprisingly, it was kind of crazy. Dr. Bob came out with a reaction tonight. Had no idea he was going to post this late. He usually never does, but hey, I'm excited to get another Dr. Bob animation. So this SCP, honestly, no cap, is looking pretty juicy. Like, if you know what I mean. This is SCP-054 Water Nymph. You guys get what I'm saying? I hope you guys caught that there. But anyway, this one seems pretty cool. Seems like a safe. It's screaming safe to me. I'll be so surprised if it's like a deadlier SCP than, you know, what meets the eye, but who knows? We're going to find out today though. So with that all out the way, if you guys are excited for this reaction and you guys want to see more in the future, please remember to smash that like button if you do enjoy the reaction, mind you, and also smash the sub button if you're not already part of the family. I make content like this daily for you guys, so you always get your fix of SCP doses of heat. And I'm telling you, if you like SCP animations or SCP reactions and my reaction style, this is the best place to be tuned in. And if you guys fit that bill, hit that bell so you can always stay plugged every time I drop an upload, because even if you're sub, YouTube doesn't always let you know when I post. Now with that all out the way, special shout out to Dr. Bob, like always, bringing the fire animations. Yo, I can't wait, man. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's get this show started. Alrighty, SCP-054 Water Nymph. Let's go.
Who are you talking to? The young boy spins around, surprised to find his father standing behind him.
Was he trying to pee?
The boy seems nervous and hesitant to answer.
Boy.
After being asked again, he admits to his father that he was talking to the lady in the fountain. The boy's father is confused. The lady in the fountain? That's right. The boy explains that she is nice, just like Mom. He thinks the woman in the fountain may even be his mom. The father sighs. He takes the boy's hand and leads him back inside the house, where the father is hosting a small get-together. One of the father's guests...
Wait. The father doesn't question what his son just said to... Yo, what kind of father is this? Like, what the heck?
Asks if things are okay, and he tells her that everything is fine. He's just worried about his son. It has been a very difficult year following the death of his wife. Okay. He tells her that he's afraid he might be developing behavioral issues as he watches the boy staring out the window at the fountain in their backyard. Later that week in school, the children are supposed to be drawing pictures of their families. The teacher moves from child to child, checking on their progress, and stops at the boy. She wants to know what he's working on. The boy explains that it is a drawing of him, his dad, and his mom who lives in the fountain. The teacher doesn't understand.
His mom
lives in the fountain? That's right, the boy tells her. The fountain in their backyard was her favorite place in the whole world. His mother had told him that it was a magical place and was the reason they bought the house.
There's no way the mom's the water nymph. I'm not buying that. But I do think the mom was, you know, in contact with the water nymph. And that's why she told, you know, her son that, hey, this is a special place because it's probably like, you know, a goddess in the mom's eyes. And she doesn't know what SCPs are because it's hidden. So that's probably why. But if it is the mom being the SCP, they got me. Yo. Either way, it would be cool. But like, wow, I'll be surprised.
After she died, he heard a voice coming from the fountain. It doesn't sound like his mom, but he knows it's her. She lives in the fountain now. The father thanks the teacher for calling.
You just contradicted
and promises
yourself.
That he'll talk to his son. He's very sorry that the other children are frightened by the stories about a woman in their fountain, and he's going to make sure this whole business comes to an end for good. That night, as he is putting the boy to bed, he tells him that he knows he misses his mom, but he needs to stop with all of these claims about a woman in the fountain. And as much as he misses her and wishes that his mother would come back, he needs to realize that she's gone and not coming back.
Damn.
The father kisses the boy on the forehead and tells him one more time that there will be no more stories about the woman before tucking him in for the night. As soon as his father is gone, though, the boy gets out of bed, goes to his bedroom window that looks down on their backyard, and stares at the fountain. He watches as reflections dance on the rippling water. The water goes oddly still, until a hand that appears to be made out of water seems to emerge after the surface of the fountain and waves at him. The father leaves the bathroom and glances in to check on his
So the SCP is friendly with the kid. Yo! So it's not one-sided. Wow, this is cool.
son before heading back to his bedroom. He bolts upright when it dawns on him that his son wasn't in bed. He runs into the son's room and pulls the blankets off the bed, but no one is there.
I hope he didn't drown or
He
something.
frantically calls for his son and looks around the room when he sees something. He hurries to the window where he watches as his son walks towards the fountain. But what really has his attention is the woman, translucent and shining under the moonlight, beckoning for the boy to approach
I hope
her.
something bad won't
The
happen.
father rushes downstairs and out into the backyard, where his son is in an embrace with the watery woman.
That's a good sign.
He's terrified, but his fatherly instincts take over and he sprints to the fountain and rips the boy away from the creature. As he pulls the boy back from the fountain, he watches as the solid, watery figure of the woman appears to turn back into a liquid and collapse into the fountain. The father brings the boy inside the house. He doesn't understand what's going on.
Bro, I'd be
The
spooked
father
too.
just keeps repeating that he's okay. He's safe now. The next day,
Damn, because I had a bad feeling that she might lure him in and drag him down the water for some reason. Maybe it was like secretly evil, but so far we're not getting that vibe. But I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. And that's probably maybe how the mom died, you know? Who knows? But I hope that's not the case.
the father is on the phone with their local priest. He knows how crazy this
The
sounds.
priest?
The police didn't believe him, and he didn't know where else to turn.
He went to the police
The
first.
priest tells him not to worry, that he will be there soon to take care of it. The priest arrives at the house with 2 assistants and tells the father that it would be best if he and his son leave.
I'm gonna mess something
The
up.
boy is crying, pleading with him not to hurt the nice woman in the fountain. The father has to struggle to restrain his son, but eventually is able to get him out of the house.
Oh
Once they're
my.
gone, the priest turns to his assistants. He takes off his shirt to reveal a tactical vest.
I had a feeling it was part of the SCP Foundation, because I was like, if they're just regular church people, wouldn't they be kind of like spooked out too, or like, whoa, like this must be, you know, a work from God or some dumb crazy stuff? You know, like, come on. Like, I was surprised, but until we saw that enigma on his chest, we know what's popping now.
Underneath, emblazoned with the SCP logo, as his assistants do the same. Time for containment.
Got
he
moles
says,
everywhere.
As they head out into the backyard towards the fountain and the anomalous creature that lives there.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bob.
Hey, Bob.
And this is SCP-054, also known as the Water Nymph. SCP-054 is the designation that the SCP Foundation has given to an anomalous entity with some very strange properties.
Oh?
Made up of 9 liters of what appears to be completely normal spring water, SCP-054 most often appears in the form of a female humanoid, but it is capable of a variety of forms, such as other humanoids and simple geometric shapes.
I wonder if she's in that form because it reminds the kid of his dead mom. It would make sense, like she's trying to appease the kid's, you know, feelings. Because if she could be anything, why would she always be a girl? You never know.
It is unknown just how it is capable of taking and holding these shapes, or how it moves around once it does so, since all tests performed so far have failed to show any thermal, electromagnetic, biological, or other phenomenon present in its body that could explain its abilities.
Interesting.
Whenever SCP-054 enters a body of water, it will become indistinguishable from the surrounding water, and it appears that it must fully submerge itself on occasion in order to replenish its full volume, which
Makes
is
sense.
constantly being reduced through normal evaporation.
I wonder if she's still there, like within the water when she's inside of it and you can't see and it just looks like regular water. Like, would she still be part of that water, or does she just like disappear within the water and then she could just manifest out of nowhere? Because that would be interesting to see, like if something happens to the water without her like coming out, would she still feel some pain, or would she have to come out and then if something happens then she'll feel it? Because if it's on the latter and she doesn't feel anything, that'd be a good defense mechanism. Just saying.
Water that has evaporated off of the anomaly has also been collected by the Foundation, and it too is indiscernible from regular water and exhibits no special properties. After its discovery, SCP-054 was moved to Site-08 for containment, where it...
That's interesting because literally the no differences with the water, that reminds me just like the red ice. But with this instance, it's not red. It's basically blue. It looks exactly like water, but it doesn't seem as deadly as the red ice. I wonder if they have any ties together, because so far it seems pretty similar.
additional research and study of the creature could take place. Its special containment cell was made watertight and equipped with a specialized climate control system, as well as an ornate fountain filled with fresh spring water.
Okay.
Surprisingly, the entity seemed to enjoy its new home.
Oh, she's
and
happy.
appeared happy to interact with Foundation researchers, guards, and maintenance staff.
For real?
Frequently mimicking their forms often in a playful manner.
I low-key thought she would be like, kind of annoyed that the SCP Foundation like took her just cause. Like she wasn't harming anything. I'm surprised. Maybe something bad might happen. Who knows?
While at first, 054 would retreat back into its fountain when it wasn't interacting with staff, as time went on, it seemed to grow more and more comfortable, and eventually came to spend almost all of its time outside of the water.
Okay.
Though it would still always return back to the safety of the fountain and disappear into the water when attempts were made to extract samples directly from its body.
Damn.
Though it avoided
y'all already had samples. Why you need more? See, this is when things get bad. I have a bad feeling, man. Because you're scaring her out. You already got your sample. She probably was like, really easy going in the beginning. And now you guys are being super persistent. I don't know. We shall see.
Having its water drawn. It was through a variety of different tests by SCP researcher Dr. Seskel that much of the Foundation's knowledge of SCP-054 was gained. Though whether the methods researchers used to acquire this information were appropriate is up to you to decide.
Probably wasn't.
In a test dubbed the Water Loss Experiment,
Here we go.
SCP-054 was denied access to water. As a result, its shape changed, with 054 becoming more compact, most likely in order to reduce its surface area as much as possible and reduce the rate of evaporation that
You're
occurred.
basically killing it.
For the first few days after access to water was removed, it would happily greet anyone who entered its containment cell, which may indicate that it was attempting to charm staff into providing water.
Makes sense.
When after a few days its water supply was still not turned on, it stopped acting especially cheery, perhaps realizing that its happy disposition was doing nothing to advance its cause. In an extreme temperature test, researchers were authorized to experiment with subjecting SCP-054 to temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius.
While she still doesn't have water, you're acting like this? Damn, is that how we moving? That's hella foul. Bro.
The entity became more and more lethargic as the temperature in the testing area was lowered, and eventually froze completely. Ice chips were collected for study, but analysis revealed no abnormalities or differences from standard water. The opposite test was also performed.
Would she be okay?
The temperature was raised to 95 degrees Celsius, just shy of the 100-degree boiling point.
She's going to evaporate.
054 became very aggressive as the temperature approached the upper threshold at which water can remain a liquid, and it attempted to escape the testing enclosure.
Oh my goodness.
Researchers noticed that following this test, the entity became increasingly resistant to being moved from its containment cell to the testing area.
No wonder.
Fearing that the researchers intended to do it harm. SCP-054's memory was tested as well, and it proved very skilled at solving puzzles and navigating mazes. Researchers initially had an issue with motivating 054 to participate, but Dr. Seskel discovered that the anomaly was quite responsive to the use of electrical shocks.
Damn, out of all the people that should be actually nice to this SCP, it should be this dude, but he's the one that's trying to tase her. Like, it was already stated that he's the one that gained all the information from her, and they even said, like, yo, the methods might not have been, humane or whatever, but still, like, come on, you're the one that built as much rapport you're the one that built the most rapport with her, and you're still acting this way? Like, this is, like, the bad side of stuff. She wasn't even bothering anyone. Like, what's the point of going through all these testing?
The researchers would often push 054 too hard in these tests, though, and soon found that they would need to give it a 48-hour rest period between any strenuous experiments.
Surprised they did that.
The final test performed was meant to gain some insight into how SCP-054 maintains its form, by seeing how it reacted to a hydrochloric acid solution. It unsurprisingly resisted this test, and the temperature in the testing area was lowered to just above freezing in order to try and control its behavior. This did not prove to be enough, though. SCP-054 fought back against Dr. Seskel and his research assistant, seriously injuring both of them and necessitating a halt to the test.
You're injured because you just got pushed? Bruh, we got some pansies in the Foundation for real. Y'all need to act right. You're going to be doing all these foul-ass testing, and then you're going to get injured on the job when she pushes you. You literally fall on your ass cheeks. Like, don't cap, man. Oh my goodness, bro.
In fact, all testing on SCP-054 was stopped following this incident.
Ridiculous.
As it appeared to develop an extreme mistrust of males.
And you know what? I don't even blame her having to mistrust males. Like, to be honest, like, no cap, this is a prime example of how nurture outweighs nature. Like, she was not born, like, it wasn't in her nature to hate males. But the way they were working with her, literally she didn't have any choice. Like, and in turn, she suffered trauma from all males now. It's like, it sucks because, you know, if you just did it in a nicer route, in a nicer way, handle this SCP with, you know, maybe some care, you wouldn't have this outcome. But, you know, they're humans.
Who made up the majority of the staff who had been performing the tests. Following this attack on the Foundation staff, SCP-054 was classified as Euclid. However,
Makes sense.
Once the tests ceased and 054 no
She would have
longer
been
had
safe,
to come
though.
in contact
I'm
with the
pretty sure.
research staff who were in charge of the experiments, there was a span of over 5 years without any further incidents.
5 years? Damn.
Following this period, SCP-054's rating was downgraded to safe.
Nice.
And now seems willing to begin participating in experiments once again, though...
No way. Once again? They better not be with the same dudes. Let me see if I heard that right. If it's guys, that wouldn't make any sense.
Rating.
You can't, like, get rid of trauma from over 5. Even if it's 5 years, like, unless, like, they gave her a therapist, which I highly doubt, there's no way she's getting over that. So let's just...
was downgraded to safe.
See this guy.
And now seems willing to begin participating in experiments once again. Though now all tests fall under the purview of Biology Unit E7, and the use of only female personnel is recommended.
Okay. Dr. Bob doesn't fail me, guys. He doesn't fail me. This makes sense. I'm digging it.
Though classified as safe, caution must still be maintained when working with SCP-054. Maintenance personnel are required to wear chemical suits when working inside the containment area, and must spend 10 minutes in a special drying room once they exit, to ensure that 054 has not somehow managed to cling to any part of them. In the event of a containment breach, the entire enclosure is to be flushed with liquid nitrogen to freeze the entity.
But even if she clings on, you know, the agent, I don't think she will do anything to harm her. Oh no, we'll see.
Is the water nymph an example of the SCP Foundation going too far?
Yes.
Containing a harmless anomaly who appears happy and benign until harm is done to it? Or is this simply the price we must pay in order to further our knowledge of anomalies and potentially stop a dangerous threat to humanity?
No. She's not a dangerous threat to humanity. Y'all are going above and beyond just to get information. Don't play that. Don't try to, you know, make excuses for your actions. Like, I mean, if I was in their boat, I would do the same thing, but come on. Out of all the SCPs, you think that one's going to be a danger to humanity? I don't even know. Even if that was the case, she was chilling by herself. She wasn't doing anything. You could have just left her alone. What was going to happen? Unless she gets provoked and then she might, you know, do something. She might have the potential, but why would that potential be unlocked if she's, you know, happy the whole time? Come on.
The answer to that question is up to you. To further your own knowledge of anomalies that the SCP Foundation has in containment and potentially find the answer to that question, I recommend you watch the files for SCP-007.
Alright, I already seen that one. But anyway, that was a good animation. It was different because you got to see another side of SCPs being really mistreated when, you know, they don't really deserve it. And you guys already know where I stand within this reaction. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy the reaction, remember to smash that like button and also smash the sub button so you always stay plugged, and hit that bell so you don't miss an upload. And with that all out the way, remember, I want to hear what you guys think about this. But unfortunately, that concludes the show today. However, I'll catch you guys on the next one. With